Hello, ghouls and goblins. Welcome to the stream once again. It's been so long since I streamed this. I started out streaming this all the time, right? It's been a while, Final Fantasy. It's been months and months and months. Hey, Punch. Hi, Rosie. How are y'all doing today on this Thursday and or Friday? But yeah, I'm on Shadowbringers now. I've been playing this game for like a year and I've just now made it to the new expansion content. I mean, I know it came out recently, but I was stuck on Stormblood forever. Heaven's Word. Oh, it took me a while. Coughing up a lung, but good otherwise. Oh no, are you sick? Are you contagious, Paunch? I need to put you in the containment chamber. Anyway, what are we doing here? Same, Rosie? You're both sick? You're both coughing? Super rainy weather just getting to you? We take the lungs we think we deserve. I see, rainy weather. That explains it. Yeah, my sinuses are alright. Except for, like, it being completely dried out from all the air conditioning blowing on me while I sleep every night, all night. Just drying me out. I don't know. It's like, also the air is probably not the best. It's still really hot here, so everything kind of sucks. We're supposed to get a cool front this weekend though. I hope. Please let it actually come here, please. The weather changes just whenever it feels like, so I never know. Greetings, madam. The exarch awaits you within. Alright, take me inside. That sounded kind of weird. Oh well. You're huddled under a blanket, so you cannot relate. Well, you're lucky though. I wish I was huddled under a blanket. Oh, that came out like gibberish. I wish I was huddled under a blanket. Oh, this place is pretty. Nice tune, too.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard.
Oh no, what is happening? Did I get a patron? Or is that an old notification? Sometimes my patron thing— oh no, it's doing it! My patron thing freaks out. Oh lord, please. Stop this nonsense. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of voice acting, so hopefully I don't have to read everything all the time.
I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
I'm gonna turn on
I am
auto.
sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow Scions.
Yes, tell me.
To
What
put
are
it
my
simply,
friends?
They are here in the first.
I don't know if any of y'all play this game or know
Their
what's going
arrival,
on.
however, was not as recent as you
It's a
may
lot to
imagine.
explain.
Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5. Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the First for almost a year. My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons,
He's
their
naked.
transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are in truth merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
No clue what's going on, but you did play it way back when the first version of it came out, and they didn't charge monthly because it was terrible. And you played the version 2 beta on PS3. Yeah, that's kind of where I was at too, and then I started playing seriously this year, and I fell in love. Maybe you should try it again. It's really good if you like MMOs. I'm a very big MMO person, so this is like the best one, I swear. It's the best. Can't say enough good things about it. What am I gonna say? There's dialogue choices just all the time now, which is pretty cool. And find a way to send them back.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion.
Happy Halloween, Justin. It's the 3rd day of Halloween now.
The Scions embraced their exile and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Ooh, 3 dialogue options. On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's not October 3rd, it's the 3rd of Halloween, y'all. Get it right, okay? May your skeletons be plentiful during the harvest. Yours too, Justin, yours too. What if our skeletons were actually like neon colored like all those Halloween decorations are? Wouldn't that be cool? What if my skeleton actually glows in the dark? Did you ever think of that? Because it could be true. Nobody knows. Nobody's seen my skeleton, so how do they know, right? Halloween decor is 1000% accurate to real life. Your skeleton is a kind of mauve. There's not a skeleton inside you, Rosie. You're a brain that operates your skeleton mech suit. That's valid.
Excellent. You will not regret this.
Love to speak without saying words.
Getting you ready for the road.
Without having words come out.
Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cutscenes, you all. So I hope you like cutscenes, because there's gonna be a lot of them. I'm so sorry. This is Final Fantasy, after all. Hopefully it's not one of those glow sticks you have to violently crack. Yes, hopefully not. Maybe it's iridescent. Maybe it doesn't glow in the dark. Maybe it's purple and blue and oil spilly colors. The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants, which, as it turns out, is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. He's gonna have a cooler voice, right? He needs to have a cooler voice. Need to get that good voice acting going on. Do you have the chonky cat vehicle? I do not. Unfortunately. Do you play this, Justin? I do have some cool mounts though. That one on Twitter is like my favorite one right now. No chonks in the trunk. I do have the chonky chocobo though. The black one. Which is very good. Okay, I already have this shard. Never mind. I was gonna unlock that. Oops, I already did. I don't have the... Isn't there a chonky cat pet too? Minion, I mean, as they're called in this game. I don't have the chonky cat minion either. Sad. Oh, the music is so nice.
This is the Musica Universalis.
Oh, no wonder. The Musica Universalis.
Just here.
When you were a kid, you thought chocobos were called chickaboos. That's really cute.
You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough. Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood.
Well, they have their own
After
coins.
much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to
My
revert
gil
to the
is
old
invalid
coins,
here.
wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil. A word borrowed from coins uncovered within
gil?
the Crystal Tower.
That sounded like it was like 80 yards
as our
later.
traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice.
I don't know why I called it 80 yard. Everything
From
is
what your stola
voice
tells me,
acting.
A standard coin from the source equates to exactly one
Please
gil
show
here,
the chunky
or near
chocobo.
enough,
Okay, I
ultimately.
will. I will.
Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Oh. Ah. Yes, good wares, good sir. What are the... I'm not sure I get what is happening right now.
For us to provide everything to which you are
Those look
accustomed.
like tombstones, but
She'll
they
need a
also
means
look
to
like
access the
cell
commodities
phones.
of your home world. Avan Kerm Sin?
What? Oh my lord.
Yes, I'm here. Of
What?
course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me
What
today?
is happening? Oh my gosh, who are
My
you?
dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
Oh, I love this game.
This fine lady is a friend from a distant
This
realm.
fine lady. Cell
And
stones,
we have
tomb
need of a
phones.
means to ferry things back
Hi
and forth
Kiwi,
from
how
our
was your
home.
day?
Might you
Hey
be able
Free, you're
to
just gonna
assist
ignore
us
me?
in this
Alright.
matter?
Free, have you played through all of Shadowbringers?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift.
Oh my gosh, this is freaky a little bit.
Wonderfully exciting. What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
What? My teeth? My teeth? Are they still there? I haven't checked.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass.
I don't like this
From
pixie.
this moment forth I will be your Isnefis, and you my
My
Snayak.
what? My
Like
who?
the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand.
Huh? Oh. Oh. They just wrote the Disney Channel symbol.
'Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
I'm gonna send a message to Tataru. We go way back.
Consider it done.
Oh my gosh. Okay, bye.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Changing my name to Feo. Ooh, what a name. Oh, hi, Funny Jump Up. Welcome. Oh, hi, Skelly. Didn't see you there. No. No, I didn't. I got to the end of Heaven's Word MSQ and then decided... Wait, what? As a result, you're packed with Feo. Oh, you'll now have access to delivery moogles. Okay, cool. Anyways, you got to the end of Heaven's Word and then decided to cut back on expenses, and this was one to go. I see. Well, hopefully this doesn't spoil it all for ya. Stormblood was not very exciting for me. It was alright. It wasn't bad. Bring your own teeth and nails. Yes, good. Acronym. Have you heard about the Dia de los Muertos parade happening this year? You're so excited. I have not. Where is that happening? I'm running back and forth. What am I doing? Okay, over here. I can't mount here, or I would show you my good fat mounts, but I will do that soon. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll leave this area one day. Lots of backstory to be had in this crystal tower right now, but soon I will mount my big black chocobo and conquer the world. Oh, whoops! Didn't want to do that. Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use of as you see fit. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene in the ocular anon. I believe that covers all of the practical concerns. That's a little bit better voice, huh? Just slightly. Just a hair. Thank you for answering my call, Disco. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. The parade is in Dallas, but you don't remember what part of town right now. That's cool. That sounds fun. I assume you're going to that, if you're excited about it. Have you gotten any Final Fantasy XIV role players in chat yet? No, thankfully. I seriously did not know what to do with that guy from last week. We had a RPer come in while I was playing Undertale, and I don't know what was going on, but it was a whole thing. So cool, they made a whole MMO based on those weird anime guys from Kingdom Hearts. Hey, damn you, damn it, how dare you, how dare you insult Final Fantasy like that. You like froze in place IRL, you had no idea how to react. Me too though. Me too, so hard. My heart sank because at first my brain didn't register what was going on. And then y'all were like, they're RPing, and I was like, oh. Because I get really scared someone is gonna show up who's like, you know, trying to attack me somehow in some way, so I get freaked out when things are foreign. A pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready if you care to retire. Manager of Suites. Oh, I thought that said Master of Suites at first. They should have called it Master of Suites. That would have been a lot more epic. Retired, yes. Oh, this is a cutscene? If someone came in RPing as Doug, I'd be okay with it. Same, Paunch, same. I'm Doug. I hope that joke never dies. You had like 3 people RP as Aqua, Sora, and someone else when you were streaming those games. Whoa, that is weird. That was my first RPer just last week. Is this a thing? Does this happen all the time?
You.
Oh, Shadow. Shadow Warrior of Darkness.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
And who are you? I know who you are.
What? Did you just... You can hear me? Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one,
Ardbert.
looking back.
Ardbert?
If you recall my tale,
What kind of
it was
name
my
is
comrades and I
Ardbert?
who caused the flood.
No offense, but, you know.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and try to hasten their God's damned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
Blah 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 blah.
100 years.
100 years.
100 long years.
They told me not to think about time, but I'm thinking about time. Oh, this is gonna be one of those confusing time travel-y stories, isn't it?
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear.
Oh,
I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift.
oh, Ardbert, you saved your world. Don't feel so sad and
I feel as if
alone.
I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and
I
body
guess
began
that
to
was
fray at
100
the edges.
years ago.
Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
Blah 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 blah.
You were summoned to save the first. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it.
Hey, have a little faith. I'm the
Muddled
warrior
as my
of
mind
light.
may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring
'Cause
this
you gotta
journey of
have
mine
faith.
to an end.
What an angsty fantasy boy. Yeah, this game is filled with those.
Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
This boy is his own light source. What the heck? How is it you can see me? You've got a blood-soaked axe and the wackest facial hair ever. You're kind of hard to miss. He's a little ghosty. Poor Ardbert. I feel bad for him. Wandering alone for 100 years. Can you imagine? And then I rise up, gamers. Back to work. Well, more talking in the crystal land of power. Crystal tower? Crystarium. There we go. Anyways. I don't think oh yes, I do have that one. In the ocular, again, the cool spacey room. The crystal tower of crystal power. Mistress Disco, the Exarch awaits you within. I am glad there's more voiced cutscenes now than before. Because it really wears on your voice. Really wears on the old vocal cords.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
I had a ghostly visitor. We can cheer him up with the most popular cereal for ghosts. Dreaded wheat. Oh, ayo. But if only I could make drum sounds with my mouth. Can any of y'all do that? Because if you can, you might want to go see a doctor. You prefer oops all
I
scaries.
was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know.
There was a ghost. You don't believe me, Crystal?
Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Oops, all scaries. I can't think of any good cereal puns right now.
This map shows the lands of North.
It's all on you
the
all.
only area to be spared the flood of light. The
Whoa.
Crystarium is here
Enhance.
in the region known as Lakeland.
Uh-huh.
To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg.
Oh,
That is where you'll find
Il-Meg.
Orianger. To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Raktika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
Raktika. They're all spread out. Of course they are.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
Oh, wonderful. I love to
As
hear
such, I would
that.
suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
A short flight?
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness.
Yulmore.
For
Of
his
course
part, and further
Alphino is with the rich and
Alphino journeys
privileged.
there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters.
Are
In
they
contrast to
not
her
together?
brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and
Oh.
thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
I see. Oh my gosh.
So many words, so little vowels.
Thank you for the sub, Sam.
So, will it be Calicia or Armarang? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you've made your decision, and
Oh,
I
I
will
have
see
to
to it
make
that
a
you are provided
choice.
with a suitable mount. Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
So my friends are all on different sides of the world, of course. Places very, very far away from each other. They're very difficult to reach, huh? Okay, game. Favorite twin? You gotta go with Alphino. I don't know if I like Alphino or Alize better now. You get a lot more Alize action in Stormblood, by the way. So she's really grown on me. But, Alphino is the real OG, so I'm gonna have to start with my boy. You will visit Alphino in Calusia then. Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here is a letter of introduction, presented to, Jinmai, the master of beasts at Timino's Rookery, and he will take care of you. Hi, Quince Brains. Welcome. When you see Alphino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Oh, yeah. You haven't played this game in forever? When was the last time you played? I can take both quests? I thought I had to make a choice. Ready to depart for Amarang. Alize will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She, impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was, repeatedly. I believe she would do that, yes. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Cassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are a few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. Oof. You never read the text because you were playing it on your large living room TV and the text is just too tiny. Can you not resize it? You should be able to resize it, probably. Wait, portal to the source? Take me. No, just kidding. That just takes me back to... what, Eorzea? Where are we? You can resize it, but it really doesn't help. Oh no, that sucks. The text is the most important part. On the way. Wait, which one takes me to Alphino? This one. I definitely don't have that unlocked over there. Let me go check a plaza. With HD screens, text had gotten smaller to the detriment of us who have broke eyes. Yeah, I can't relate. I'm just kidding, but... yeah, I know. Text just gets smaller and smaller on these big old screens. That's kind of stupid. You can't resize it past a certain point, though. You should be able to make it big as you want. Also, you played on PS4. Cool. Yeah, I play on PC. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? Take me to Alphino. Please. Please.
Signed by the XR, no less. Exarch. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Colusia. I will pick you out a friendly whelp.
I thought that said a friendly whip. Give me a friendly whip, Zimjamai. And Amaro, you saying? Yeah, everything has a different word for it here in this foreign land. Oh, look at Fancy Skelly with their 20/20 vision, rub it in. Yes, that's me and my perfect eyes. Oh, I know they're gonna go away someday. I'm gonna start losing my vision sometime. All I do is stare at screens. I know it's not gonna be good forever. I already know it. I welcome my bad vision days of the future. Friendly whips require a safe word. Oh no. He said that dude would give you a mount, but what could be better than the Chonkachook? You're right, Jastan. Like I'm gonna ride this mount.
That's right. Mounts like my grey friend over there are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from further afield, more accustomed to chocobos, perchance. I hear there are few places where they ride little else. Seeing as you are plainly accustomed to riding Amaro, I think it best accompany you on this flight myself. I accompany you.
I left out the I there.
Any Zun worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me, ensuring you arrive safely as my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Okay, I'm getting tired of that voice. Oh, golly. Wait, what? Speak with the tamer. Where? That's not... Oh, that is it. Okay. It's so far. Why is everything so spread out? I think that's... Wait, that's up. Oh, lordy. I'll try here. His tail is magnificent. Why can't I mount? The city is so huge. I know we're not supposed to mount in the cities, but... Come on. Come on. What the heck? This is not gonna be the right place, is it? This is not the right place. It's below. It's below like I thought. Wait, it says up though. Let me take these mysterious stairs over here. Oh, is this right? Oh, I found it. Okay. Good. Let me get the Ethernet shard. Get my Ethernet cable out. Plug it in. Alright. You want to fly an Amaro to Colusia? Well, I suppose if Master Jemai is going with you. Wait here, please. The Master should be along with the mounts shortly.
Thank you for the...
drop bits make Scully a millionaire.
Make Skelly a millionaire. Thank you, Bree. slowly chipping away at that millionaire status, a penny at a time. Don't make this hashtag a reality. You can now travel to Calusia. Speak with the aspiring Amaro trainer to fly to the island. Okay. You can now use your ether compass to assist with locating ether currents. Great. More unlocking flying. Should you lose this compass, speak with Jess Rin at the Amaro launch in the Crystarium. Lost compasses can also be replaced by speaking with Jill Bront. Wait, what? Gibriant. Gibriant at the Forgotten Knight and Foundation back in Ishgard. I forget. Okay. You remember there's an NPC in Ishgard that you think is pretty hot, and that's about all you remember. Are you referring to Sir Amaric?
Mute.
The
pounding
prince?
Surf frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At Light's Edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Oh, Lucia. Speak with the jabroni, he will lead you to ruin. You're worth at least $2 a week, Skilly. Thank you, Free. Oh, can I mount? I think I can mount, but hold on. I have to cutscene first. We are arrived. This is Cracked Shell Beach on the eastern coast of Calusia. You should be safe here for the present. Oh no, I need to turn off auto text. Oh no, I skipped it, damn it. No, what the hell? It is the people you should be wary of. I hate when that happens. Why do they put it like that? It makes you press the button. Damn it. Spy you that city in the distance? That is Yulmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale, and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Yulmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority. And while we are not at war, our relationship with Yulmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay there, especially in the vicinity of the city. Okie dokie. He big. Is this James Cameron's Avatar 3D? I am glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. You like the forehead tendril feather thing? It's sort of a little bit more than a feather, isn't it? It's kind of weird. Little fleshy kind of thing. But that beefy boy is still probably about your height even after he takes a knee. You're right. I am very small though. Like it's not a feather, but it reminds you of a feather. Yeah, it does look like a feather. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Ebor.
Ebor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Calusia and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme. That will let him know you can be trusted.
A sprig of thyme. Is he a witch? Frog's foot? Horn of elk?
Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amaro until you are ready to return.
The Amaro are kind of cute little thingies. Like dragony birds. Isn't that a mushroom? Who's your little friend with the hat? It's an otter. It's a little otter. Look at how cute he is. He got a lantern and a leaf, a lily pad or something. Very cute. Very kawaii. Look at him face. Oh, too slow. You missed it. Oh, this is not the mount. No, I must show you the chocobo.
I'd count its work, but here's a zombie hand.
Thank you, Punch. Here it is, yay! Bum bum bum! The big bow! You've always had Enkidu follow you. I usually have a wind-up character like Robon or Alphino or somebody, or Amaric. Oh, that is big. That is a chunk. The chunk has arrived. The waddle. I know, isn't it silly? There's mount music too. Let me see if I can turn the mount music on. I can remember how to do this. Where's the mount music at? It's really good. You have to hear it. I'm sorry. We're gonna take a small detour. Yes. Isn't it silly? Chonkabo. I'm not gonna fight this stuff. It's time to ride. I don't even know where I'm going. Oh, over here. Watch out, I'm coming. Here I come, Ebor. You wanted to play the pizza delivery theme from Spider-Man 2.
What are you after? Fish? Crab? Think I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere if you've got a taste for 'em.
Have this nice lake time, Ebor. Will this satiate your desires? The little flap. Everything about it is great, isn't it? That's the freaking mount you had to get from Amazon, making an Amazon purchase. I just happened to wanna be in the market for Dark Souls 3 at that time, so it was an easy decision for me. I just bought Dark Souls 3 and I got the mount for the game. But you know I would have been spending that cash anyway to get that big chunk.
Oh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck some in the pan and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Now what is it I can do for you? Can't say there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alphino, eh? Aye, I know the one. Our young champion of the downtrodden.
Eeyore. Everything looks like Eeyore, and I keep wanting to say Eeyore. Eeyore. Eeyore from Eeyore.
Yulmore's richer than all of Norvrant put together, but it's a different story for them as wait, what? For them as live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now, get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Stilltide. Stilltide. That's the fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern in the locals. Wait, a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there, and I'll see that Alphino joins you.
The Leaky Keel. Okie dokie. Oh, there's an ether current, which I totally forgot I'm supposed to be looking for right now.
And switch the chonk over to my hotkeys.
Now I'm gonna have the mount music on this whole stream. The Leaky Eeyore. By the way, you just got back from Joker. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot that was going on. And you're happy to report back that we do in fact live in a society.
Oh, thank gosh. I don't know if I'm gonna see that movie in the theater. How many of y'all are gonna go see the Joker? I forgot that's today, right? Oh my god. Wait for Alphino? In the town?
Let me up, I'm too chunky. Free, tell us about the Joker. Pass. I know, that's how I feel. You don't plan on it, but if someone you know asks you to go with them, you will. Yeah, I'm not going to that alone. Or at all, probably. Okay. I'm sorry, I have to turn the music off. Can't do this. Inside this building, eh? Alphino gonna come, Alphino. I'm so excited to see Alphino. Yeah, you're not seeing it ever. Probably a good idea. That shack absorbed chunk. Oh my god. Long time no oogle, my friend. Hello, Tig. It has been so long. Where you been? Where you been at? Don't like the gross dude bros using it to justify their actions. Yeah, for sure. There's tons of controversy surrounding the Joker. We don't even have to get into it. Is Alphino the condescending silver twink who has a twin? Yes, Quince. That would be correct. That would be Alphino. I really want to draw Alphino, but I just haven't gotten around to that. Do some Final Fantasy fan art? Some fan art? This is your first time in a tavern. It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What will you be having? Ale, mead, or water? Straight edge life. A fine choice. And what'll you be paying with? What, are you gonna make me pay for water? You joking, Thieva? You are a Thieva, aren't you? Well now, these are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone test to their purity, and I'm not about to go begging for one from my neighbors. From the neighbors. So we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. I feel like I can't read anymore. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Ah, here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables. But lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? Of course. Gotta do a quest, don't I? I want you to squash any vermin you find. Then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me, and you can laze about here as long as you like. Wow, they're really giving me work, having me run all around, aren't they? Not the vermin. Crushed enough of those in Bloodborne. Honestly, you liked it for what it was. You think that the Joker has been written as edgier and edgier lately, and like this is no exception, but Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor. But like you think most DC movies are skippable, but this has been the best one since Wonder Woman, you'd say? Really? So you enjoyed it then? You'd say you were a fan of the Joker, Free? Don't you dare take those unbroken eyes for granted, Skelly. I'm doing it. I'm reading. I'm trying to use my eyes for you all. Whiptail? That's not a whiptail. Whoa! I haven't heard the battle music in this expansion yet. Oh my god. Oh, we got voices and everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sick jams. You gonna eat them vermin. That's one thick boy. That's my thicky chunk. Chunkobo. Battle chunk. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Good acting in a cohesive story, so it has 2 up on Batman vs. Superman. You know what? I never did see Batman vs. Superman. Never ever did do that. Oh, the crops. They're blighted. The poor blighted crops. Are we gonna fight? Oh, hell yeah, we're fighting. This just makes me feel awesome. Actually, I feel like this battle music is gonna get a little bit annoying after a while. Oh, it's picking up. It's picking up. Battle chonk commenced jiggling. Should Skelly see Batman vs. Superman? No, Nightbot, no! Say it ain't so! I feel like it's too late for that. Like I know too much now. Electric guitar music for pest control mission is kind of funny. You're right. Gonna kick these bugs' asses. Devil May Cry! Oh my god, though, it does sound like Devil May Cry. No! Oh yeah, you're really don't. It's not great. Yeah, I think I'll pass. I think the time has passed for me to maybe see that movie. Let's get this over with. Alright. Why are there so many guitars in this expansion? Oh, is the chunk gonna fit through this? We fit. No worries. No response. Maybe you need to knock louder. Love to stick out my hand and knock on the door. What did the bugs ever do to Disco? Oh no. No response? Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing? How many times? 3 knocks? Ew. You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer! What? No, something is weird. Something's weird here. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Oh, we don't get to see that. We just you just have to read. That's okay. I like story time. Is there any movies you're looking forward to? You're looking forward to Star Wars? I'm not sure if I'm even looking forward to Star Wars anymore, to be honest. There's something coming out. Oh, Charlie's Angels? I kind of want to see Charlie's Angels, but other than that, I don't know. You only see movies with other people, so you basically never get to pick out the movies you end up watching. Aww. I only see movies alone now. Oh. But that's okay. Kind of rude to assume the rats don't own the farm. Well, see, like, I thought there might be some weird creature in there, too. I thought it was gonna be like a weird rat bug person pop out, but no, just disappointment. You were excited for New Mutants when it was announced years ago, and here we are still waiting. Oh. I think I remember that. I like when they announce movies and then everyone kind of forgets about them. They kind of assume everyone forgets about them and then they never come out. Mysteriously unreleased movies. Oh yeah, that looked dope. I was excited at one of the Angels actresses, but you don't remember who now? Well, was it maybe Kristen Stewart? Maybe? I can't remember who else is in it. You completely forget that they made a live action Cinderella. What? When? Did they? I don't remember that either. Gay icon, I love her. Yes, I love her too. I've been wanting to rewatch Twilight, all the Twilight movies lately, and it's really weird because I keep seeing people on Twitter watching them. Like multiple people. And what's the deal with Twilight? Everybody's rewatching Twilight right now. We all collectively decided as a society to rewatch Twilight movies in 2019. You've only seen the first Twilight? Wow. You're missing out. Isn't the first one like really doofy? And they had all the I remember all the music being really silly. I saw it like years later after it came out. I didn't see it right after it, right when it came out, I mean. Just the baseball scene. Is the baseball scene in the first movie? The girl who played Jasmine in the live-action Aladdin is in the new Charlie's Angels. I did not see the live-action Aladdin either. I missed like almost every movie this year. Because hashtag depression. I think I've only seen like 5, no, probably like 8 movies. That might be a lot for some people, but I'm used to watching every single movie that comes out like every week, so it's kind of weird for me. But I'm sort of sick of movies anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Y'all remember when our president Donald Trump kept calling Kristen Stewart a tramp and that Robert Pattinson should dump her? I remember when the POTUS did that in real life. Oh god, do we have to speak his name? Me and Skelly, hashtag depression boys. Depression squad. Fun fact, she was also the pink Power Ranger in the reboot movie that came out a couple years back. Who was? The Aladdin girl or Kristen Stewart? I didn't see the dang Power Ranger movie either. I'm so mad. I really wanted to see that, and then I just kept putting it off, and then it didn't happen. Jasmine, okay, cool. That's what I assumed. Kristen Stewart as a Power Ranger. Hey, that would be good. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? He was dead. Why don't you jump down off your high horse, Thiva? Come on. Gone? Well, I guess he wasn't dead. He's just gone. I just assumed straight up that he got eaten by rats just now. I realize. But that didn't actually happen. Oh, good night, Justin. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you in another stream. Mini spooks and jukes. Gone? Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. The hopefuls? In Gate Town, outside Yulemore. You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was, thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Who dis?
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
No, no, it's my boy.
'Tis good to see you, my friend.
What is he wearing? A little poncho?
They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alfino, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. and Yotsu. It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
Alphino, I missed you so. We thought we'd lost you.
Huh. Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before. I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity.
Always
Urianger's
preventing
vision of the future
calamities.
has, I fear, every chance of coming true.
This duty never ends.
By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means.
You decorate every Halloween by leaving empty candy wrappers on your coffee table, Punch. That is very admirable. Same though. Rewatched The Thing this last year's Halloween, such a gorgeous movie. I love The Thing, it's so good. You don't celebrate Halloween, but you like that other people do. I love Halloween so much. It's like my whole world is Halloween. Every October is like depression relief month. I don't know, something about the holidays makes me happy. Christmas too. Your favorite decoration is when people leave rotting gourds on their porches.
And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course.
You don't like Christmas?
In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion.
Spooky Skelly likes Halloween, what a shock. I know it's not a shock, I know it's public knowledge. But you know, I never miss a chance to praise Halloween. It's kind of complicated. Okay, that's fine, Tig. You don't have to talk about it.
I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority.
Oh, Skelly, are you any further along on your quest to obtain a skull pineapple? I'm not. I did see one, so I know they have them at Target. I saw one, but it was kind of busted and broken. And I was like, I can't buy this. Come on. It's like every Halloween store is filled with broken stuff right now. People just come through like wrecking balls and just roll all over everything and break it all and leave the rubbish behind. Yeah, you don't like your birth family? Yeah, family stuff. I feel like there's something to be said about reclaiming those holidays for yourself, though.
If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Oh, Elfie, I'm always hungry for adventure. You know me, warrior of light.
And so we take to the road once more.
I like his little poncho thing. Yep, same. That's why you love your friends so much. They do Friendsgiving and a Friends Christmas, but there's no fun portmanteau for that. Yes, that's the way to do it. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Yulemore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west and then cross a small bridge. You're always sad when your friends prioritize their own families over you. Aw. I don't know if I've ever had a friend who would do that, because most of my friends don't like their families. I don't like my family either, except for my mom. Dang it. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this battle music. I don't know how I feel about all the electric guitars. I wish we could like choose which one we wanted to use from any previous expansion. I can always turn it off, but you know. Queer culture is hating your dad. I know, right? My dad is just... he's alright. We have somewhat of a relationship, but not really. Chonkabo 2, electric guitar boogaloo. Your own mom is the relative you hate the most. Yeah. That, I know a lot of people in your same exact situation, so I totally get it. My mom just always has been there for me. She's always been great. I somehow ended up with a good mom. All my friends have moms that they despise. Calusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar? I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think that whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No, get away from me! Over there! Quickly, someone's in trouble! You're a jelly, Skelly. You're lucky I'm jelly. Oh, I'm sorry. My mom has always been the mom for all my friends, too. Your dad is every kind of phobic. You've just learned to stop talking to him once he says some dumbassery. Well, that's the thing with my dad. He's not, like, outwardly homophobic or well, he's kind of racist. I don't know. I assume, yeah. Because he's an old boomer white man. But it's like my family doesn't say racist things, so I can't. That's not true, though. There are some of them who are very outwardly racist, and I would rather them not be around me at all ever. Oh, thank the fates! Look out! It's a sin eater, or whatever they're called. I like how they're called Tender Love. That attack is called Tender Love. Oh no, what's going on here? What does this mean? I'm just trying to give a hug. Forgiven cowardice? There's so much subtext. No, no more tender love, please. This thing has a lot of health. What the heck? Or am I just weak baby? And baby? Oh, is that a giant chameleon in the distance? What the heck? Iguana? That's not an iguana. Oh, I get it. That is so silly. Because everything has a different name here. Cute. Evie, is your mom good with your chosen name? Well, see, that's the thing. Hold on a sec. My poor heart, thank you, young miss. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you all right, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Yulmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now, I'm sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. A bow. 'Tis as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Yulmore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, have you been told of these monsters? Oh, what have you been told of these monsters? A brief history, then. 'Twas not long after the flood swallowed the better part of the world that the Sin Eaters first appeared, some beastly, some beauteous. Yet regardless of their form, all seem incapable of speech, and all are driven by the same insatiable appetite for mortal ether. They are predators, and we are their prey. Calusia suffers from far fewer attacks than most regions, but even so, the list of the Sin Eater's victims grows longer by the day. A tragedy without end. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. Alfie, you're all blown out standing in the sun. Can't even see the detail in your hairs. I feel like Alphino would be like you, you like my tunic? It's so rustic. I think you're right. Anyway, my chosen name. The thing is, oh, sorry, hold on. Oh my gosh, I keep trying to freaking talk about this and then something happens. I wanted to get the cutscenes out of the way so I could talk, and then the cutscenes are over and now other stuff's happening. Extreme Kiwi close up. Oh, there he is. He's hanging upside down. He just made a sound too. I don't know if you heard it. Kiwi, what are you doing? You kiss? He's giving kisses. I'm gonna go way over here now. Good burb. Wait, no. Is it weird you would rather have not have any name at all? No. Yeah. Well, I like having a name. I just don't like having a pronouns. Kind of what Free said. Did I say a pronouns? Having a pronouns? You know. Yeah, I don't really like pronouns. I've sort of warmed up to they, them, but still, it's I don't know, it's just weird. You don't really like pronouns either.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Yeah, like nothing fits. Yeah, that's how I feel. Nothing really fits. I feel so kind of distanced from She and from he. Like, I could never go back there, I don't think, anymore. I don't know, though. I guess we'll see.
Ah, I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
Who's this? Whoa. That voice did not sound like it came out of you.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
What? Show you my tricks?
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Alpheus, you need to get out of the sun. You're like glowing.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please!
This had seemed borderline obsessed with gender to me. Yeah, I feel that way too. I just don't really care so much. I mean, I understand binary trans people are similar. There's so much stock put in gender and pronouns and presentation and everything. But for me personally, I kind of just want to do whatever. I don't really care about fitting into some sort of box or something. Some sort of standard. Even in non-binary-ism, non-binariness, it's like people assume you should be androgynous or something, but of course you don't have to be androgynous. You can be whatever. You can present however you want and be non-binary. But it's hard to take all this stuff in all at once and really grasp and understand it all at once. That's why you don't have a problem with neopronouns. Like, it may sound silly, but they're like custom made for somebody, so they're a perfect fit if you like them. Yeah. Neopronouns are cool. I don't know that I would ever use them. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like old or something. But I feel like I know this kind of contradicts what I just said, but I still want to kind of fit into society a little bit. I don't know, I don't want to be totally exiled from everything. As much as I like to do what I want and wear what I want and be whatever I want. It's just kind of hard to live like that. Sadly. Oh, jester people. Thank God. Jesters. You love my fashion style. It's so cool. Thank you, Free. I've been perfecting it for a really long time. It wasn't always this way. Trust me.
To our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine.
And also with fashion too, I feel like I've really stepped into my own kind of fashion just only in the last few years, really. It took me so long to be comfortable just dressing however I wanted to. I spent most of my life just wearing what everyone expected me to wear. I mean, I was always kind of alternative, but still within the confines of gender and all that. And roles and everything. I like these jesters. What are they doing?
Who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu.
Oh.
Who among you will answer the call?
Jongler? I just noticed they're called jonglers. You saw on Insta I was wearing a shirt and the collar was cut up. Yes, I did alter that myself. I've been DIYing my shirts lately too. I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. Cuts up all my shirts. I don't know, that's something that I always wanted to do too, and I just never did, so I've started doing it recently. Like, a lot of people put a lot of weight on reclaiming masculinity from the jackasses, and you're like, why? Being masculine or not shouldn't be treated as anything important that people should pride themselves on regardless. That's true, Tig, that's true. That's the truth. Yeah, I don't know. I understand why some people care more about this stuff, and I respect that. And they can do whatever makes them happiest. I'm not really trying to push my own opinion on other people who do put so much weight on gender and presentation and everything. But I do wish some people would lighten up about it sometimes, because of how powerfully it can affect their mental health and stuff. I know that people can't help this, but I wish that they could, is what I'm trying to say. You bought a Jet Li t-shirt that was 4X, and you tried to DIY it, but it just ruined it. You just ruined it, unfortunately.
Was a center of power and authority?
Yeah,
well, that is not the only reason for its fame.
I've definitely ruined shirts in the past, so I feel you there. But that shirt, the one that you probably saw, I wasn't concerned about ruining it or not ruining it, because I don't care so much about that shirt. But I ended up cutting it and really liking it, so now I wear it a lot more. It's hard living in a society. It really is, though. Joker jokes aside.
It is also known as the city of final pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon.
City of pleasures.
A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Eulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
Oh god, the facial expressions.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for?
Oops, I skipped out on there.
Well, what have we here?
An extra share
of meal to celebrate our newest resident.
An extra share of meal. Is that a peach? A butt bun. Alternatively known as a butt bun.
For you.
Hi, Sam.
Enjoy.
I don't think I've seen you in chat. I saw you resubbed though.
Meal is a foodstuff which Eulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems...
Eat the butt buns, peasants.
Let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Alfie, you look so silly. Someone's gotta say it. You need your cool uniform back. Oh? Do you know me? By the way, these guys are dressed as Zorn and Thorn from Final Fantasy. What number is that? 11? 11? Okay, I did not know this. What even was that face? 9, yes, 9. Okay, thank you. I'm bad at Roman numerals. I wish people wouldn't worry about the stuff that gives them anxiety as a pretty real feel, though.
Well, it's just that there are things that I don't worry about that other people do worry about very, very much. And sometimes it's difficult to, like, I don't know, not just be like, it's okay, you know? You don't have to let this ruin your whole life. But I know people can't help those things. Like, just like I can't help certain things that I do that they don't relate to, and probably they don't understand, and they probably feel the same way about me.
Roman numerals suck ass. There's a reason we stopped using them. True, Tig.
Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Yulmore's current ruler came to power. Yet from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gate Town and judge the situation for yourself. Oof. Have a look around Gate Town. 0 out of 3. Okie dokie. Let's explore Gate Town. Sisselbarth. Who are you? You looking to get inside? Of course you are. Who wouldn't want to live each day with a full belly and a pretty partner on each arm, eh? I'm good, Sisselbarth. We've got enough going on right now.
I think it's because your hairline is seen as male. Like, if everyone was like, even ladies go bald and can be pretty as balding hair, I wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, that's totally valid. I'm not trying to discredit anyone's anxieties at all. The thing is, women can go bald for various reasons and can be pretty and bald. It's just that, like, we don't want to see that in the media. We gotta have the pretty ladies with the long hair, long blonde hair, or else. But even then, ladies can be bald and look so badass, but it's a different kind of bald. Well, I feel sort of similarly. I have, like, a big head, y'all. My head is kind of biggest. And if I shaved my head, I wouldn't feel very confident, to be honest. I don't feel very confident with my hair being any shorter than it is right now. Because right now, at least it frames my face a little bit. On one side, at least. Thick cranium. It's literally the deadest part of our body. Our hair, yeah.
Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Yulmore's pie. But if you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gate Town's not much to look at, aye, but at least it's safe. And the meal... the meal? Is that... meal? Like... oh, I just realized that's meal, like meal. Okay. Is the best thing I've ever tasted. I don't know, begrimed bloke. I think I have enough homes under my belt. I don't think I need any more homes, thank you. Not today.
Also, if y'all will notice, I'm already level 74. And I just barely have started this expansion. I'm still on level 70 quests, so... That's because I went through the whole dang Stormblood. And I became over-leveled. But even so, it takes me forever to kill stuff still, so I don't know, maybe my gear is shit. I forgot I had this. But I don't think I need that. Where is the item level? 390. This is 385. So I won't do that right now. I'll probably get a gear for some other class instead of this one. Class, I mean job. A large pot bubbles over the frame. Pale chunks, meal you realize, float in the otherwise plain broth. Lots of meal everywhere. Something fishy is going on. Dancer? Maybe Dancer. I have not touched Dancer like hardly at all. I don't know if I like it or not yet. Oh my god, I need to be looking for ether currents. I totally forgot again. I think we should also try and think of the things we like about our bodies. You like your arms and legs and chest, to be honest. You would say you like 80% of your flesh vessel. Well, that's pretty good percent, Free. That's pretty good. You should be proud of that. But yes, we should do that. I've been trying to do that lately. This year. By lately, I mean. I've never really practiced that element of self-care. And I mean like literally like looking myself in the mirror and being like, I like this. I like this, you know? I like this about myself. Thinking about that stuff, over time, you start to believe it. So I feel like everyone should try that. I feel lucky for not dealing with dysphoria much. It's only in regards to your gonads. You feel it anywhere regularly. Well, that's great. That you don't feel dysphoria much. I mean, I was very dysphoric not but a couple years ago, but I don't really know what happened. I guess it's just that I started expressing myself exactly how I wanted to, and that sort of took a lot of that away. I can't remember if Dancer starts at 60 or 70. I think it starts at 60, actually. I think? I don't know either. Wait, it should start at 70. Why would they put it at 60? Come on. All bodies are valid. We are all cutie pies. We are all cutie pies though. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that waits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? What are they doing with these people in there? I like the patterns though and the gestury theme we've got going on. You don't know, you're more like a loaf of zucchini bread. But are you a hot loaf of zucchini bread, Punch? That's all that matters. Do you think you're a hot zucchini or not? That's so badass. I wonder if makeup would help you. Have you tried? It might. That's another thing with makeup. I've had to like relearn that it's okay for me to wear makeup. I used to wear it for the majority of my life, and then I thought that
no, I had to reject everything that I was brought up as, you know? But now I've come around to learn that it's all good. Anybody can do anything they want to. Who cares? Gender is a lie. Aren't just fresh out the oven. Yes, hot. You've seen what Gatetown has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of meal, and believe Yulmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable, to conceive of any other way of life. I know, Elfie. What the hell is going on? They're brainwashing them with the meal. The booty buns. Yeah, I'm gonna save this gear. I don't feel like switching roles right now. You describe yourself as stale. You disapprove of these people's way of life? You disapprove of you more? What is the difference? Tis difficult to make a final judgment without first seeing the city's inner workings. Mayhap it is that uncertainty which always makes me feel so ill at ease here. Not that it matters. However unjust this system seems to be, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Yulmore's largesse? I'm sorry. Don't know how to say that word. Are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gatetown. And so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and untended. Oh god. There go me brain again, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Yulmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Calusia's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. Sometimes words are hard. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Yulmore's gates. 'Tis fortunate that you arrived when you did, Disco. I've been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. Lord. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo they are called, though you and I know them as Sahagin. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos and barely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Tataru took such great plans to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Yulmorian lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. Oof. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Of course. Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first then. We must pay a visit to Moshamoa, my supplier in Right. Come, it is just to the northwest of here. Oof, gosh, this is a long one. They could have voiced that one. Who is that boy? Person. Anyway, what did I not read yet? Nope, you can't be out of boy mode for safety reasons. He shrugs and walks wistfully through Snowden. Oh. Yeah. That's a whole other thing. There is the fear and the danger. But I thought that hips don't lie, the booty betrayed us. You're still worried about Sylvanas, but on the upside you think she's just bringing her plot to fill the void. Wait, fill the world with more goths to fruition. She's so close. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with Sylvanas now. I'm so out of the loop on the World of Warcraft shiz now. I just can't care anymore. After so long of so much caring about WoW, it's kinda nice to not care anymore. I thought I was never gonna stop playing that game, and now I just, nah, who cares? I could go without it for the rest of my life and be happy. I busted the addiction. Take that, Blizzard! And they're just pandering and pandering to all the veteran players too. Because they can't get new ones. I wonder why. Bom 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 bom. Goth undead are great. Big titty undead goth girlfriend. Damn it, can't hop the fence, too chonky. I never use these. Never use the chocobo porters. But I unlock them all anyways. Even though I never ever use them. You know that feel you used to be so into RuneScape and you just stopped caring at a certain point. Such a relief. It really is though, because I was really, I don't know, I was holding out on WoW for so long. It was such a big part of my life, like, as a teenager. And there's something about nostalgia and wanting to relive that and all that good stuff, and so I've been coming back and coming back and coming back, and they announced WoW Classic and I was like, yes, that's for me. But it turns out I busted that heckin' thing, and now I don't know. I don't know if I will ever touch Classic. Classic had you for about 2 weeks. That's another thing, like, if I was gonna play Classic, I would only want to play for like a week. Because I've got all this other stuff going on now. Like, I want to sit around and play WoW. I'd rather play this game. This game is infinitely better. The community is awesome. Everyone is nice. Well, most people are nice. Everyone's gay. Everyone likes anime. Everyone's pretty cool over here.
And it's like, if I ever meet anyone who plays this, I kind of automatically know they're already a good person, or a gooder person than perhaps like a WoW player.
Is there something I can do for your friend? Good day to you, Moshamoa. This is my associate, Disco. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded your lackey up with goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. My Mr. Lad, short blue hair? No? He said he'd come on your behalf. And since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confound it. Someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of town, and I shall take the west. The west.
It's a relief, but you also feel a pain of like feeling like you didn't complete it, but those games can never be completed. That's how they get you. It's, yeah. I don't know that I feel like I didn't complete it. It's kind of different for me. That wasn't really what drew me back. It's just that I have spent so much time with all the characters and all the lore and all my characters and all the races and all the classes, and it's just in my brain, it's in my history, and I had this desire to keep going back. I gotta see those characters again. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, you know? For the Horde. Bench, you know, that kind of thing. I almost got a Horde tattoo. I'm glad that I didn't, because I would not have enjoyed that now. I mean, I might have laughed at it until this expansion. That's not hard though. WoW has always been full of channers. I know. Trust me. God. It's gotten so bad though. It's gotten so much worse. Well, the first 2 weeks of Classic was awesome because everyone was so nice and you were on a PvP server. It's just the nostalgia wore off for you. Yeah, that would probably happen with me too. I can't imagine wanting to play that for like months and months and months. I bet somebody has a 4chan tattoo. Oh no. Your younger brother keeps playing League of Legends despite hating it. You don't really get it. Well, he probably has an addiction then. If he's doing it even though he hates it, that sounds like addiction. Search the surroundings for a male Maestel with short blue hair. You may move the camera. Okay. Oh yeah, these quests are kind of cool. Where's Waldo? Oh. This them. Damn it. I found you, blue-haired cat boy. You have located your quarry. Disco, any sign of him? Skelly knows addiction. They are addicted to bubble tea. Oh my god. I kind of am though. I don't know what it is about that stuff. What is it about boba that just makes it so enticing? I don't know, I guess it's just fun, isn't it? It's fun to drink it. And it tastes good. I gotta have it. You haven't had bubble tea in months? What's that like? I had it like 2 days ago. Or was that yesterday? I don't even know. You've never had it, Bree. I think we had this discussion before. You should try it. Milk tea. You should try something. I love milk tea. I'm hooked on milk tea. That's my problem. And milk tea is probably the worst. Probably the worst for you, on top of the tapioca, which is already bad. Fattening. And I'm trying to lose weight, so it's not good. Your town just got hit with the kombucha craze. Oh no, I've not had kombucha. Have you? You've a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape. You wanna try yak butter tea? Is that a thing? You can't even get a fucking glass of horchata to save your freaking life. Oh, I love horchata. Oh, I love it. I haven't had it in so long, which is weird because it's everywhere here. It's in the gas stations, it's in the grocery stores, it's in the restaurants, it's everywhere. And it's good. Yeah, it's a traditional Tibetan drink. That is interesting. I've never heard of yak butter tea. Is it good? Yeah, it's not for you, but you can see why people like it. Oh, we're getting voiced cutscenes now? It's just a blue cat with a short tail.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well,
Blue
forgive me.
dabba dee
I
dabba
have to get
die.
into the city.
Oh.
I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it.
Oh.
No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry.
Poor blue cat boy.
I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
But you can't have our stuff. You can't sit with us. Oh, Alfie's thinking about it.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear. Must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Christerium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
Together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmorans' interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What come?
Oh shoot, sorry.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
Thank you! Well, he's on the ground, kneeling, begging. We have to have mercy for the blue cat boy. His tail is so short. I'm sure he's self-conscious about it. Give him a break.
This was
Cut
but
him
one
some
path.
slack.
There will be others. But for young Kai Shir, it was the difference between life and death.
No.
I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best.
Thinking out loud, are we? Again? Like usual?
We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
Quite possibly. That's not who you are, Elfie. It's okay. Pat, pat.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at
Estinian.
my soft-heartedness.
I
Same
miss
old Alfido,
Estinian.
ever the slave to sentiment.
Oh my god. His voice.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Wright then?
He got his tail docked because he kept knocking over the table lamp when he got excited.
Is that?
Oh my god. Huh?
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
You think? A body just washed up on the shore.
Come on, they may need our help.
Why is the water green? I don't like it. It's not pretty and aesthetic. I need to cancel that green water. The blue-haired Meister. I want to ride in my new mount. I just bought this with my Moogle coins. My Moogle, whatever they're called. Tomestones. Who cares? Green looking water is realistic. Cancel it. I don't want realistic stuff in my fantasy game. Also, let's have some respect there. Cat men. You're right, Free. I'm so sorry. Cat men. Merman. Merman. But everything must be green. This is true, Ponce. You're right. I hadn't considered that little detail. Little snag foiling my plan. Oh yeah, guitar solo. What was that sound? Oh, that was the mount. Whoa. Rob. Going back to names real quick, we don't have to make it a whole convo, but is Evie your full name? Evie is the name I like to go by. It started off as short for Evan, but I don't know if I like Evan. I feel like if I had the choice, I would change my name like every year. I would have a new name, but everyone would hate me. Everyone would hate me so much for that. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. Bitch, Puff Daddy did it. Oh, you right. Didn't know if I dropped Evan. Not entirely. Not completely dropped. It's just on the back burner. You want to have a big crab? Me too. Big. Big as my house. Wanted to carry me across the land. I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? We're all just chilling around the fire now. We'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristel. I was invited into Yulmore to work as an artist. Oh. An artiste, you say? A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. Turfed. They turfed him. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Valthry's city. Within days, they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the goddamned ocean. From up there? How were you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, I wouldn't have counted for much. They just yeeted him off this huge rock. Oh no. I'm sorry, Tristel. Monstrous. And the citizens condone such barbaric punishment? Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Valthry passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Yulmore, his word is law. Yeah, I think we get what's going on here. By now. You're all for weird names and changing names. Free used to be short for freedom, but now it's just free because it feels like you. Yeah. People don't like the changing of the names so much. I try to keep it to a minimum. It's just that I like so many names, and I don't know which one is right. Jellyfish, you should try out Age of Wonders sometime. It has goblins riding giant beetles! Goblins riding giant beetles! Say no more! And big crabs made out of bones! That sounds amazing! I have to try this immediately! I want to live in that world. Human Jones. That's like a name a robot would come up with to blend in. Yawning. The yawning has begun. I'll probably call stream soon. I'm sleepy. I get the sleepy.
I didn't sleep too well today. Or last night, rather. I had a dream that, I was like covered in bugs. And so that woke me up and scared me. Because I thought I was legitimately laying in bed covered in bugs. And I woke up and I was like, ah! Are there bugs on me? No? Okay. Goes back to sleep. You should raid lots of Lottie. She'd be having a marathon stream. You know what? I don't know how to raid. I've never raided anyone. I'm such a baby streamer. I was actually gonna look into that and start raiding people when I ended my streams. But I forgot. Were you like itching when you woke up? I wasn't itching. But I did think there were legitimately bugs on me. Until I really woke up. You occasionally see spiders while in half-sleep days. Oh no. If I see spiders, I won't sleep. Tiny spiders? Alright, they get a pass. Bigger spiders, medium spiders, anything bigger than tiny? No way, Jose. Anyway, I'm gonna read this real quick. The more I hear about Yulmore, the more determined I am to see what awaits within its walls. You and me both, Alfie. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first we should convey Tristal to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. A way into the city? Oops. Big Claw. I just noticed the crab is called Big Claw. That's very good. You've only ever had one genuine nightmare. You have plenty of spooky dreams though. I've had a lot of nightmares in my lifetime. Just a whole lot. Some that I remember to this day. There's too many big things here. I don't want them to attack me. Please, no hurts. Let me pass. This beach looks like shit. Like you would step on a needle on it. It was a little bit of a dirty beach. Such a weird sound. Pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And, if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Yulmore, insofar as I am able, at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to the stomach. But since it's plain you've set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Yulmorian elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Are you Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I can't. I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. Oh, Tristal, no! You must keep painting on, Tristal.
As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided. But I shan't stay long in this place, not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession. I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. A pickle existence.
Next doodle stream, you should draw nightmares from memory. Ooh, that's actually a really cool idea. I would love to do that. Your one nightmare was real basic too. It was just an unwinnable chase through a big open field. Well, all nightmares are scary though. All nightmares are validly scary. Oh my god, recurring nightmares are always weird. You'd have to end your bad dreams by going into a supernaturally dark room or going into your living room and fighting a random bad guy. Little kid bad dreams are weird. Now my teeth just fall out in my dreams. Yeah, I've never had one of those teeth falling out dreams. Knock on wood. I'll probably have one tonight after saying that, but I don't know why people have those. Like, it's so common. I don't know the science behind that. Or otherwise. Teeth dreams are the worst. Yeah, like I said, it's weird they're common. You also dream sometimes that you're back in high school, but you're still your age, so you're like 29 and taking fucking algebra. That's so strange. I've not had a dream like that either. I have a lot of dreams that I remember, and a lot of nightmares that I remember. It's mostly the nightmares that I remember, but I still remember like a good chunk of them. Even after so much time has passed. It's been a while since I had a real serious one. And I don't think I have since like the beginning of this year. Which isn't that long of a time, but it's been a while. Most of your dreams that you remember about the sea. That's kind of cool though. I wish I dreamt about the sea more. I'm still so fiery flamey. I wish I could stop being fiery. Like weird expeditions to the poles or the bottom of the ocean. That sounds cool. Can you name a memorable one that isn't super traumatic? Yeah, I have this one. This goth is on fire. Tigger the sea, she is calling you. Yeah, maybe you have a connection with the sea. I feel like I do, but I don't dream about the sea very often. Anyway, the dream. I have one that I remember, which I think I dreamt like, as a child. But it was like, oh my god, the horse just took off into the sky. It was like I was on a bridge above the entire earth. Like I was looking down on the world from a bridge, and there was a scary guy with me, and I didn't want to like listen to him, but he had some sort of authority over me. But I didn't want to listen to him because he was scary, and I didn't want to be around him, but he was making me stand up on this bridge with him, and we were there together, just me and him, and he was older too. And we were looking at the earth, and the earth was like caving in on itself. Like, all the water and all the continents were going all together down into this black pit. And like everything was getting sucked down into the hole and like pouring into this hole. And I was so scared because I was alone, like as a kid, alone with this scary old man on this bridge, and it was just me and him, and the whole world was like gone. So there's a dream for you. That's all that really happened. That's all that I remember from it. I don't know if anything else happened. Sounds like a scene from Absurdist Theater. It's a really weird thing to dream. I don't know what I was thinking at that time or why that happened. Maybe it was a premonition. The dark days are coming. The world's gonna get sucked into a black pit. That sounds dope though. Scary but dope. Yeah, I think that's why I remembered it, because it's so weird. It's kind of epic. And I've kept it in my brain in case I like want to use it for something someday for some reason. I don't know what I would ever use that for. I guess if I wrote some kind of story, maybe. Better that than climate change. It would be a pretty epic end to the world. Oh god, you used to have premonition dreams as a kid and you forgot that you did until I just reminded you? Really? As a kid? Did it stop happening now? Or do you still get them? Sometimes you lucid dream, and when you do, you just take off your clothes and fly because it's freeing and there are no consequences. I've never tried lucid dreaming. The idea kind of scares me. I don't know why. I'm kind of scared of being asleep and dreaming and stuff. That kind of freaks me out already. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to be asleep and not have to be awake and not have to do living things. But the idea of our bodies going into a slumber is kind of scary to me. It gives me anxiety. You haven't had one since you were like 11? Well, do you remember one? Can you give an example? My mom has premonitions. She used to. So I definitely believe in that stuff. She hasn't had one in a long time either, but this was as an adult. I haven't known anyone who has had them as a child. That's so fascinating. The noise? This person is named The Noise. I never read these Ether Current quest dialogues, I'm sorry. Your most memorable dream monster was a conjunction of 3 babies connected by fleshy tubes at the bottom of a mountain stream. Oh no, that's terrifying. That sounds like a bloodborne boss. You can control it so you can explore ideas that are impossible, or you can just be on a roller coaster, whatever floats your boat. Yeah, it sounds fun, but there's something that scares me too about it. I'm sure it's nice. I'm sure it's really good for your brain. Or it's a good way to relax and be free. But other than that, I don't know, the process. I just don't like sleep related stuff. I don't know. I'm like a scaredy cat. You do. Before you moved to Florida, you had a dream about a large pond, being there with a man you've never met, and the scenery was very vivid, and your sister was wading through the pond and got her toe bit by a bottom feeder. So that really happened? When your family did move to Florida. Your mom had a boyfriend, the man you hadn't met. Ooh. That's really cool. I've never had a premonition. And your sister got her toe bit. That's so cool. It's so weird, too. You wish you could sleep more. Your dreams are nice and exciting. Real life is just bad and boring. I feel that really hard. But I still have hiccups about sleeping. I would rather be asleep, but it's just the act of falling asleep that sometimes gives me anxiety. And sometimes I can't. Sometimes I have insomnia where I literally can't sleep for like days. What's a premonition your mom had that came true? Well, it was mostly about her friends getting into accidents. Like something bad happening, and then he would wake up in a panic, immediately call them and tell them. And of course they would not be so receptive to it and think she was like going crazy or something, but the things did happen. I don't know specific details, I don't remember them because I haven't heard those stories in years and years now. You've had insomnia your whole life. A regular sleep schedule has always been impossible for you. Yeah, that's another thing with me. If I mess up my sleep schedule, it's like ruined for at least a month. I can't get back to waking up in the morning or something, you know? That could be because I don't have to right now. Maybe if I had to wake up super early, I might be more on some sort of schedule. But it's so hard for me. Sleep is so hard for me. It's like so easy for everyone else. I don't understand. Can't relate. I wish I knew what that was like, where you could like lay down and just fall asleep. That's nuts, yeah. My mom has like a lot of weird kind of psychic-y things going on. We both do. I just haven't had premonitions before. That too, insomnia, sleepwalking, and sleep paralysis / exploding ear syndrome ever since you were real little. Yeah, sleep is just rough. Sleep is just rough, isn't it? There are some people who sleep all day though, and that's just as bad. Like they can't not sleep. Did I not take the quest? I just run off. I did. How are you psychically gifted? Well, my mom still more so than me, but she tells me she wasn't always that way, and most of it came on as she got older. She started becoming more in tune with these things. So I don't know if that's gonna happen with me. But for me, it's just like little insignificant things. But they happen so often that it's a thing, you know? It's not like a huge deal or anything. It's not like I can predict stuff. It's just that I will think of something randomly and then that'll be what someone else was thinking. Or I will get a song stuck in my head randomly and then later find out that was what my friend was listening to on the way they were on the way to pick me up or something. Like, those things happen often enough that they're a thing. And I acknowledge them. You've never met anybody that said they have any ESP or supernatural gifts? I haven't either. I just know my mom and me have... With my mom, see, it's more like... It's more apparent and frequent. Like, she has this thing where she will wake up and start thinking about someone that she hasn't seen in a while. And she'll think about all the memories with them and stuff throughout the day, and then pretty soon after, like on the same day or the next day, that person will either come by and visit her at her business, or they'll call her, or she will run into them in public. And this happens a lot. She'll just start thinking about someone and then suddenly there they are. So whenever it happens now, she kind of expects to hear from that person. But yeah, it's weird. I've been thinking about all this stuff lately. I haven't talked about it on stream at all. I've been thinking about this stuff a lot. That's fucking wild. Yeah. I guess it's a little wild. It's just... I don't know, it's just kind of there, you know? It's not something that we seek out or anything, it just happens. And it's not a big event, usually. It's just... It's like any other passing thought in your brain. It's just there suddenly, and you don't know why, really. You're just thinking about stuff, you know? Like suddenly you're thinking about your friend. You're not really thinking that you're gonna see your friend after you think about him, right? It's just a thought. But with these kinds of things, with my mom thinking about someone, it usually ends up as some kind of weird psychic connection with other people. I don't know what to call it, really. Or how I feel about that term psychic, but I just see it as some kind of connectedness with other people, because for me it's usually with people that I'm close to that I'll like start sharing their thoughts and stuff. It's not usually with strangers unless it's in like a classroom sort of setting, because where I kind of vaguely already know those people. Because I've been in classes before where, like, you know, I have social anxiety, so sometimes we'd be having discussions in class or whatever, and I wouldn't speak up, but I would have a thought and I would want to say it like really bad, but I just couldn't get over the anxiety and I end up not saying it. So, but I'm in my brain like spinning around and around that thought. I'm thinking the thought, I'm trying to build up the confidence and the courage to say it out loud. And it's just like, just when I'm like about to give up on the thought and just let it go, someone else in the room would say it. And that happened to me a lot. In settings with like groups of people. I would have thoughts and then other people would say them. And what's weird is like, for most of my life I was thinking that me having these thoughts and then someone else saying them or someone else thinking something that I was thinking was like, they were like my thoughts first, right? I would always think that they were my thoughts, and if someone else said them, they were saying my thought. But what I realized recently is like, these thoughts might be other people's thoughts, like to begin with. They might come to me from other people and not ever really be my thoughts. So I don't know. I've been thinking about all this stuff. Maybe that could be a video one day. dive down psychic experiences in your experience. That would be a good video topic, actually. I've never really thought to talk about this in a video, honestly. But it probably would be a good idea. It would be interesting, I guess. A lot of people just have similar thoughts. Yeah, you could see it that way. The only thing that takes it further is like my mom having premonitions, my mom thinking of people and then they appear. Me thinking of songs and songs that people were listening to. Stuff like that. But I agree that, especially if you're close with someone, you probably have similar thoughts. Anyway. But y'all, this was a terrible time to start this discussion. Because I need to end the stream. I need to get off this bad stream thing. Oh. By bad stream thing, I meant that in like badass way. This bad stream thing. But it didn't really come out that way. It just came out like I hate the stream or something. That's not what I meant. Anyways. Thank you for the stream. It was cool talking about dreams and stuff. Yeah, we can definitely pick this up another time. Or something. Maybe I'll make a video about it. I don't know. We'll see. But it is fascinating. I do think about it all the time. And it was good to bring it up on stream anyway. Even if it was the end of the stream. But anyway, thank you all for listening to my stories and sharing our stories and stuff and hanging out. And I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I'll have to see how I feel. If I sleep. But yeah, have a good night, y'all. Eat a big cookie. Get a pumpkin bread or something. If you like that stuff. I really want some pumpkin bread now. Okay. Good night. Bye.